Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On play action, it's Rodgers. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Now a give to Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more, and all the way down to the 25-yard line.
123 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Devontae Adams. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Keenan Allen, 75 yards. And the Cowboys claw one back. Extra point try good by Gano. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Watch QB drop. Play. QB drop. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Check left, check left. 36.
Off play action, Tannehill. And that's complete to Adams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield. And
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got Gronkowski yet again. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the 27, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And this one incomplete. Oh, a dangerous throw. Nearly picked off in the end zone, but instead second down.
Rodgers will try again on second down. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now Rodgers. And Beasley's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Cowboys are able to make things a bit more respectable. Gano the extra point, so they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
And this one is incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Davante Adams with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Throwing is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's Rodgers to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's complete to Adams. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Caught on the right side by Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 1st downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Tannehill throwing again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Here's Tannehill. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ryan Tannehill, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big. And that's caught inside the 30.
Woo! Give me some.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Odell Beckham. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point try good by Gano as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Triple left. 46, boy. 46 to Mike. There you go, Tiger. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of... Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback?
Touchdown! And that's caught at the 2. Davante Adams, 29 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown Cowboys. Odell Beckham with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys claw one back. Gano the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to make things a bit more respectable. Extra point try good by Gano as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Tannehill. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Keenan Allen, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys claw one back. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor. Oh, nice move. There he goes right side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. And got his man, complete. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. 73 yards. And the Cowboys are able to make things a bit more respectable. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Running room at the 50. Look out. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Odell Beckham, 37 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Tannehill on first down. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, 47 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to go deep for Beasley. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Flush to his right. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And now here is another interception. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former Cowboy, Byron Jones. And now off to the races, down the right side. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will swell by one more. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And this one's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Mike 46. Mike 46. You. Go.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. 241 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Tannehill. It's complete to Cook. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the former Cowboy, Byron Jones. And the Bucs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42. To throw is Tannehill. Looking deep for Adams. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
It is just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Buccaneers, they begin their Super Bowl defense with a victory here in the Thursday night opener. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they obviously